Hi everyone, once again, welcome back to our channel. In this tutorial, I am going to take you through our TVCMIS. This is our Tibet College Management Information System, a software on how to manage students for their courses, counties, and generation of the subsequent reports. So we shall log in. Once logged in, our software has three modules for now. There is an administration module. This deals with the system administration, which we shall visit later. There is a student management module. This deals with the creation of the students. And then there is a reports module. This deals with the reports from the data available in the system. And also there is a dashboard. A dashboard is a summary which shows the various records or the various pieces of information which are available in the database at any given at the current moment. Welcome. So the first part we shall deal with the how you create a student in the system. We shall deal with how you create a student in the system. This is you click on register student and it will open a form for you, and in this form you need to fill the various fields which is as per the biodata of the student. So we can give a name as John Mutua. That's the full name of the student. We need to give the national ID, and please note all the fields with an asterisk are mandatory fields. Values are needed for you to proceed. Then you select the gender. John Mutua is a male. You select the county he is coming from. You can say John Mutua comes from which county? You can say John Mutua comes from Isiolo County. Once you select the county, if you come to the part of sub-counties, you will be shown all the sub-counties under Isiolo. So you can say John Mutua is under Garbatula sub-county. Date of birth is the date when John Mutua was born. You can say he was born the year 2000. Then you select denomination. John Mutua is a Christian, and you select the course he is enrolling for. You can see he is coming for electrical engineering. Once you've provided all these details, you need to click on register student. The system will add that record the database, and it will show you a message that the record is waiting authorization. This means that in the software you have entrenched a system of make and checker policy whereby no single user can initiate a record end to end, and this is a safety measure for data integrity and to ensure that all the pieces of information in the system have been checked and verified by the relevant supervisors or the managers or the people in charge. So you need to log in with another user and approve that record. Once you are logged in, you come to this menu for authorization queue. Click on that. There's a drop down here because we have centralized all the requests for authorizations in the software in one place. But now there's a drop down whereby you select which record you want to authorize. So in this case, you've created a new student. We select student registrations. And once you click on that, you are shown the details of the new student, the name, ID number, gender, county, the course, registration, and who created this record in the system. You have the option of either rejecting or approving. If everything is okay, we approve. The system will give you a message that the student was authorized successfully. That is how you create a new student. And now, still in the student menu, for quick reference, we have provided a search button whereby, assuming now you have thousands and thousands of students, and you need to check details of a single student, there is an option of either searching by county, by gender, by course, or if you want to see a specific record, you give the name of the student. You can either give both the names or one name. So for example, if you want to know to search a student called Mutua, this is to check if the student you created as already is existing in the system. You type the name, then you click on search student. The software will run the query, and if there is a matching record, it will show you the summary here. So it depicts the details of the student we created, including the year of birth, the course, and that is how you refer, or that is how you check the records in the database. Also still under the now we jump to the reports module, whereby for now you have provided one report called students report, and this student report, it is a way of now listing the students in the system or searching for a specific student. The report has various criteria. You can search either by county-wise. Here you have the drop-down of all the counties in Kenya, or you can search or you can generate the report gender-wise, either male, female, or other. You can also generate the report course-wise. Here there is a listing of the currently created courses in the system, or you can just generate the report based on the date of when the student joined the technical vocational college. So for now, we can search the report county-wise. So if, for example, we select the county of Isiolo, we are picking this intentionally because there is a student we created there, and click generate report. It will check all the students who are created under the county of Isiolo and show the details here. If, for example, we want to search all counties, this is now to check the entire listing of all the students in the vocational college. You select all counties, all genders, all courses, all denominations. Then this you leave it open, it will search everybody who is existing in the system. If you click on generate report, it will give you the total list of all the students who are already created this database. You can see you have students from Isiolo, Kirinyaga, Kericho, and Nairobi. And this report, you can export it as an Excel, assuming you want to share it with somebody else or you want to print it. If you click on export to Excel, it will generate a report with the name student report. If you open this report, it will show you the details we generated from the system. That is, it is arranged in the format shown on the screen. And this is a report which now you can use to gauge of our management purposes or for any other uses. And it can be customized in any other way which is relevant or required. Now, we come to the module of administration. Administration, this is whereby now you give control to the people who can use the software, or this is how you enroll the users. So under the module of administration, there are three menus. There is user management, and under user management, this is a comprehensive form which does all the activities pertaining the system users. So the first part is we can create a user. Take a user like maybe Timothy Career. Give the national ID of that person. Then you give the login ID. This is the username or user ID the person will use to log into the system. So in this case, you can say you can take T carrier combination of first letter of his name, combination of the first letter of his name and his second name, and department. You can say this is somebody in finance. Then here there is a drop down for roles. You can either define this is a member of staff or this is an admin because each of them has a different set of system rights. This is the kind of the activities they're able to carry out in the system. So in this case, you can see our user is a member of staff. Once you provided this set of information, you need to click on create user. When you click on that button, the system shows you the user has been created successfully, but he needs to be authorized and to change the password for security purposes. So you click OK, and using a different user, we authorize this request. If you come to authorization queue, there is a drop down of user registration, student registration, password resets. So in this case, this is a user registration. It's already pre-selected, and you can see our pending record here. So the admin approves that, and the system will give you the confirmation that now the user has been authorized successfully, but you will need to change the password on first time login. This is for security purposes. So you click OK, and you try to log in now with that new user. The first time password is preset. That is password at 123. This is a system generated password. Once you put that password, the system will automatically take it and redirect you to the change password form. This is for security purposes. You need to give the old password or the preset system password. Then you set your own customized password, which no one knows apart from you. In this case, we put a password which is meeting the thresholds of security. Then you click on change password and continue. Once you change password, the system picks the new password and logs you into the system. You can see now that our user Timothy Kiari is a staff is logging to the system, and these are the menus he or she can see. Now you can log out and log in to check if the newly created password is okay. Yeah, the password is okay and the process is complete, meaning that Mr. Timothy has been created as a member of staff in the system, and he has the ability to maneuver the operations in the system. Now, for data integrity and data security, no, before even you go to that, there are some other features in users and administration. This is now in the course of using the software. Occasionally, there will be some other requests which now the system admin needs to be able to do. When you come to under user management, there is another option. Assuming now some details were not captured correctly, we've provided an option of user correction, whereby now you can amend the existing details of the users. So You come to this option, you select the user. Maybe you want to change something about Timothy. You can see Timothy is there, and here you ask to select the field you want to change. For example, if you want to change name is selected here, and the name of the user is shown here. If you want to change department, the drop down for the current selected department is shown here. If you want to change the role, maybe you want to change Timothy from staff to admin, you are able to edit the new value you want to put here. So in this case, let us make Timothy an admin. Once you've done the changes, you click on request correction. The system will show you the request has been submitted, waiting for authorization. Another admin needs to log in and approve that. That one will appear under user correction requests. You find that when you select the drop down for user correction request, the system lists for you all the pending requests which need attention of the authorizer. So in this case, you can see that the current value was staff, and the field which was changed is the user role. The new value is admin, and this is the person who requested for the change. Then if you approve that, now when you try to log in with Timothy, he is an admin, he is no longer staff. You can see Timothy has been elevated from a staff to an admin. Of course, different category of users have different levels of system privileges or authority to do work in the system. And finally, now there is one more option in user management, and this is password reset. Assuming now the user has forgotten his or her password and they have contacted the admin or the IT officer, he or she needs to come to reset user password, select the user. Let us still work with Timothy. Select the user, then click on request password. Also, there is a message here that the password reset, the system will issue a temporary password, which now the user will use for first time login, then create a new password. So in this case, we proceed by clicking request password reset. The system will give you this message, and it will show you that the user password request has been submitted. A new temporary password has been issued, this value here, and user will be required to change password on next login. And this request is waiting for administrator authorization. So we click OK. We log in with another admin. Come to authorization queue. Here you find there is a drop down for password reset requests. If you click on it, it will show you requested for the password reset and it was on which day, and also it will show you the temporal password. Now you need to copy this value because this is the value which shall be used to log in for the first time after reset by the user. Once you've copied that, you click on approve reset and the system approves the password reset. So if you try to log in with Timothy again, you put the temporal password, then log in. It will ask for the current password, which is the temporal password. Then the user is asked to set a new password, which is only known to them. And this is a security feature to ensure that every user is responsible for their passwords. Change password, it will give you the message that password has been changed successfully. and the user can log in. If you want to confirm the new password, we log out. Give the new password, and there you go. Timothy can log in using the new password. And now, because Timothy has been made into an admin, he can proceed now to carry out the other task using his profile. The final part of the software is for data preservation. This is to ensure that at all times there is a copy of the database which can be used either maybe for restoration or for other purposes as the institution may deem necessary. So we have provided an option here for database backup. It will give you the description of what will happen and the location of the backup. You need to click on create backup now. The process runs, generates the backup file, and it saves it, and it gives you a confirmation message here. If you go to this location, we shall see the today's file backup of the system database with today's date. For now, it is mapped to this folder, and you can see there is the most recent file, that is this. This is the name of the database, today's date, and the timestamp when it was taken. And these are compressed backup to save on space. So in a nutshell, that is the journey of the Vocational College MIS, in short TVCMIS, and this is a system which can be customized or upgraded or many other features added as per the demand of the purchasing institution or the college which wishes to use this software. Thank you.